Hey everybody, welcome to Bay Ray's Comics. I am Bay Ray. I went on Facebook Marketplace the other day and I found a post that had about one, two, three, four, five, six comics in the frame. Nothing to hoot and holler over. And then you read the description. It says, I have hundreds of comics. So I messaged them. I go, hey, can I get some pictures of the other comics that are there? And they're like, it's pending right now. Please check back. So a couple days go by. I completely forget about it. Now I have no idea what's in this box. It's not even, I don't even know what it is. So I went and messaged him back and I go, hey, did that guy ever come through and get those comics? He goes, no, they're still available. So I'm like, how many? He goes, it's a tote full, about 350. And I'm like, okay, awesome. I drove like 40 minutes to get there and 40 minutes back. And I get this tote. And it also came with a short box. And I open up the short box and it's completely loaded with unused bags and boards. So I'm like, whatever happens, this is a good deal. I got myself some brand new bags and boards out of this. So I will tell you exactly what I paid for the entire box. Let me go through let me go through and show you exactly what I got. I'm going to start with the lower ones and then I'm going to go up to the slightly better ones, honorable mentions, and then I'm going to show you the gold. Okay, anybody buys a box of comics, you're guaranteed some of them are going to be free comic book day books, which are 90% not worth anything. But I did get this cool Mike Mignola Baltimore, and with the Steve Niles Criminal Macabre and Captain Canuck Zero, also from Free Comic Book Day. Civil War Adventures. This is actually pretty cool because it's written by, I forget who it's written by, Chuck Dixon, classic comic book writer Chuck Dixon. He did a lot of Jonah Hex books back in the day and a whole bunch of really cool stuff. This one, I'm going to save this one for last. We've got Elric and Planet of the Apes on the back. Who's this from? From Boom Comics. Now this is a double-sided comic. This is Two Things to Come by Walter Koenig. You know who Walter Koenig is. You know, Chekhov from Star Trek, the original Star Trek, and the misadventures of Adam West. Let me start with all the indie books. So we have from Kaboom, Bravest Warrior, Flash Gordon from Dynamite #1. But we've got Black Orchid, right? No, Orphan Black. Black Orchid's from DC. Sarah, I believe that's the actress who plays She-Hulk in the TV series. I could be wrong. Let me know. Comment at the bottom. Is the girl from Orphan Black the same girl from the She-Hulk TV show? I'm not too sure. Wrap around. Hide my face there. Artifacts from Image Comics. Tonia from Image as well. From Dark Horse, this is Axe Cop. A sequel, Bad Guy on Earth. I've heard so many good things about Axe Cop. I just never got around to reading it. Casanova. I was going to say Cassandra Nova. That's Marvel. Casanova. Pigs. This is Odyssey #1, also from Image. Don't know that person. Deep State from Image as well. These are some amazing covers. Now, this is actually thrown in with the regular books because this is a 6th print of East West #1. War Heroes #1 as well. And this is Supreme Blue Rose. That looks interesting. Zodiac Star Force from Dark Horse. That looks very interesting. What caught my eye originally was these Legend of Korra toys on the back. Tomb Raider #1. This is based on that reboot movie, which didn't really do well in the theaters. I kind of enjoyed it. Cyborg 009 anime kind of thing. White Suits #1. I don't want to block the cover. Midas Flesh #1 and 2. And Dynamo 5, number 14 and 15. Female Dog Planet. I don't want to cuss. Matt Wagner, Green Hornet. I loved the Green Hornet series. I liked the Kevin Smith story, but Matt Wagner is an amazing artist and writer. It's, you know, he's amazing. Now I got a stack of Lumberjane from Boombox. This is number 4 through 12. Unfortunately, I don't have the first few issues. I was hoping to get those. The number 1 is actually worth a few bucks. I was hoping to get it, but still, I got a nice little set right there. Now, this is called Hacktivist. Oh, hold on. I had them in a different stack. This is number 2 and 3. So I still don't have number 1 of Lumberjanes, but there's 2 through like 12. Hacktivist. I'm like, okay, that's a nice little play on words. Then I saw it's written by Alyssa Milano. Witches. This is from Image. Unfortunately, number 1 is not there. The Fade Out. Very cool covers. I like these. They're very noir. I love the noir artwork there. That's beautiful. From Boom Comics, I've got The Woods. This is number 1. This is a second print variant. But I've got 1 through 12. That's a year's worth of comics right there. Some pretty cool artwork. I don't know the storyline of it. Also got The Wicked and the Divine. They all have like these kind of covers. Actually, I saw that. I first thought it was Dazzler from Marvel at first glance. I'm like, no, that can't be right. So they all have these kind of covers, you know, very cool looking. It's like the, the first 10 issues of that one. Outcast from Robert Kirkman, issue 1 through, I'm not even sure what issue number that is. Number 6. Number 1 through 6 of Outcast. I know the first issue is worth a couple bucks. I'm not sure of the storyline. I'll just breeze through it real quick. I think there was a television show based on this because they were trying to get on anything Kirkman because Walking Dead was such a big hit. So we got Outcast number 1 through 6. Got a whole stack of a series called Shudder. I got the first issue and issue 4 through 8. Yep, 4 through 8. Shudder, not sure. I think it has something to do with photography. And they look like interesting books, but probably not going to be reading them. But still, Shudder. I've never heard of it. I like that. I don't know what's going on there, but that's actually pretty cool. That's pretty funny. Got Deadly Class number 4, number 6 through 11, Deadly Class. I didn't even watch the series, but that could be the reason why I got canceled because they were depending on me for ratings. But I got number 6 through 11, got that stack. And then I got Cowl. I'm not sure. It says crime. Is it like a crime noir kind of thing? I got 2 issues of number 1, 2 different covers. And then I got a whole stack of like number 2 through 4. Convention exclusive edition for 2010. Love the artwork on that. Anything D&D art, I love. And I can't seem to find, it's not listed in the normal price guides. So if you know anything about this, please comment below so I could get a clue. There were a couple of magazines in the box, as well as this poster for Batman The Dark Knight by David Finch and Scott Williams. Ugh. Very cool poster. Ugh. I do like the artwork on that. That's very cool. I'm not sure if that was with the new 52 Batman The Dark Knight. These are actually pretty cool. These are called G-Fan. These are magazines for fans of Godzilla. And they got 100 some odd issues. These are actually pretty cool. There's one. Here is Godzilla versus Ultraman. That's actually pretty cool. And then the big man on the back. And this is the 100th issue special. It's like a really deranged claw game right there. That's pretty cool. And then the back cover. So Godzilla fans, if you know anything about them, just let me know. And not to go in alphabetical order, but these had price tags on the cover and I tried to get them off. Unfortunately, I cannot with some John Byrne Fantastic Four, and I tried to take it off on this one, and look what happened. Half Price Books is a great company, and they resell comics, and resell them pretty cheaply too, and some really good stuff. But unfortunately, at one point, they weren't bagging and boarding their clearance books, so they just put the sticker right on the bag. They don't do that anymore because nobody was buying the clearance books if the sticker's on the book. So unfortunately, a couple of books I might just try to give away for Halloween when the kids come around. I usually give the choice: kids candy, kids, hey kids, comics. But we'll see what happens. They'll probably be in with those. Let's start alphabetically of what I got in DC. I got a couple of Batgirls that were in there. And then I did get some Batgirl New 52s. None of these are bagged and boarded right here. A couple of the same issue there. And that Batgirl, that looks like an interesting one. Another Batgirl. That Batgirl. Batman Beyond Universe number 5 right there. And then we've got the man himself. Let's take a look. We've got Detective 864, 865, 874. That's actually a pretty cool cover. I like that. 875. These are all Detective. 876. 77, and this was a one. They all had number ones. These were the Joker's Asylum. This was Penguin's one. Batman, the Return of Bruce Wayne. This is number 2, and then I got New 52. It's hard to see, but that's actually pretty cool. Number 25. Then we got some Bird of Prey book right there, and then this is Brightest Day number 0 and number 2. That's a semi-key that only is like worth $3, but it's supposedly a key book. Got a stack of Final Crisis books. This is the Revelations number 2 of 5, Rogue's Revenge number 3, Rogue's Revenge number 2, no number 3, Requiem. And then I love this Alex Ross art. This is Final Crisis number 2 with Barry Allen, and number 3, Supergirl. Ironically, the 2 people that died during the original Crisis. Got a stack of Flash comic books. This is number 2. 2 different covers for number 2, but there's like a whole stack of Flash books in here as well. I also got this is Rebirth, Flash Rebirth. I also got 2 issues of Flashpoint. Unfortunately, this is what they say they based the movie on. So we have Flashpoint number, I think that's number 4, 3 and 4. Never saw the TV show, J.J. Abrams' The Fringe. I've got a stack of Green Lanterns, the Hal Jordan series when he came back. There's that issue, but apparently it was important enough to what's next with the Watchmen. So I got all those secret origins of Green Lantern. Then I got a Harley Quinn Convergence book, iZombie number 2. I'll try to go through these pretty quickly. A Justice League Generation Lost number 1 and 2. Of those, I got number 2 through 4, Sandman Overture. I loved the TV show. I never had the opportunity to read the books. I'm going to have to get the trade paperbacks eventually. 3 of the Superman All-Stars. 2 issues of Superman Confidential as well. Then I got a couple of Vertigo quarterly books. These are pretty thick. I'm very interested to see what they have in there, so we'll have to see what's in there. Okay, let's move to Marvel. We've got the Age of Heroes, the Heroic Years, Heroic Age. So that's actually a pretty cool cover. I like that. That's pretty cool. Captain America Patriot. These are actually pretty cool painted covers. I do like those. Those are nice. Almost Alex Ross feel to it. Then we got a classic Captain America, like one of the only older books there. There's a tiny tear on the back cover, but still great cover of Captain America. Alphabetically, we go to the E's. We've got some Elektra. This is issue number 2 from an ongoing series with Bullseye returning. And this is number 14 from the same run. Unfortunately, the cover is very loose on this. Electra Assassin, also from Epic. You know, they were going for that adult stuff. And a little stack of Marvel Comics Presents, starting with number 54 and 91. I love Sam Keith. Sam Keith is a great artist. And this cover, I love. This is a throwback to, I forget what issue, but it's definitely a throwback to X-Men with John Byrne. I love that tribute to the John Byrne cover. And small stack of New Mutants. That's when I saw this red at first in the box. It's like, oh, please be 87. But no. Cool New Mutants with Hercules. And this was a miniseries. Only 2 of the 3 books are here. We've got a small stack of Rocket Raccoon Scotty Young books, number 2 through 10. No number 1, but still, I love Scotty Young's work. He's a great artist. I've mentioned him before in this on my show. I love his artwork. It's very cute. You know, the artwork is really adorable. I love it. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share this video to help the algorithm so I can grow my channel. I've got The Stand, Captain Trips, number 1. Ultimate Avengers, number 1. Ultimate Avengers 2, number 1. And Ultimate Origins, number 2 and 4, Captain America and the Hulk. And then we got some Wolverine books. Wolverine. Can't wait for the Deadpool Wolverine movie. That is cool. The Wolverine 95, Annual 95. We got Nightcrawler on the cover there with him. And X-Men Noir number 1. I guess they were trying to do the noir thing all across the board with the success of Spider-Man Noir. Now, let me show you some of the more higher-end books and the honorable mentions. So, let's go to the honorable mention stack. So, we got Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 26, Hero Killers crossover with the New Warriors. But this is a semi-key because there is a solo series, a solo story with Venom in this book. So this is one of those harder to find or even realize that there is a Venom story in this book. And then once again, free comic book day. Yeah. I hate it when they Humberto Ramos cover, but the sticker from Downtown Comics on there. This is an honorable mention. It's not really worth anything other than cover. Arkham Manor, New Avengers Finale, number 1, one-shot. And then we got, these are cool. Dark Victory, number 2 and 3. This is how they were bagged, so I just left them like that. 6 and... I can't see the number due to the light. Catwoman. And then we have Dark Victory, Batman number 10 with Mr. Freeze. Batman Eternal number 1. That's a very cool cover. I like that. Black Canary. That's New 52. Black Canary number 1. Catwoman New 52 number 1. Demon Knights number 1, New 52 with the Demon Etrigan. Elektra Saga number 2 and 3. I wish there was a number 1. This is basically a sum up of the entire storyline, Frank Miller storyline with Elektra. All cut down, easier, faster to read. So we have all those in there. I need to find number 1. We've got the Heroic Age one-shot number 1. The Flash Rebirth, harder to find, second print. This is The Road to Flashpoint, Flash number 9. Hawkeye and Mockingbird number 1. This isn't worth anything. I just love the cover. Then we have Hawkeye number 1. That's a variant issue. The Illuminati, the miniseries number 3. Number 4. And number 5 from that. We got Darwin Cook's Justice League New Frontier. I just watched the animated film of that. It is brilliant. Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. I believe that's Scotty Young art. Very cute. Phantom Lady and Doll Man. I love this cover. She doesn't do the inside, but that is Amanda Connor with Jimmy Palmiotti. But also my friend from high school, Justin Gray, wrote this. This is a great book. I already read it. I can't wait to find the rest of the series. And also New 52 Wonder Woman, first print from the New 52. Don't hate me. I've never seen an episode of Adventure Time. This is actually a key book because it is the first appearance of Steven Universe in a comic book. So this is Adventure Time #1. This was another free comic book day. It was Star Wars on one side, but Avatar, the Airbender, The Last Airbender, and it has everything to do with, I forget her name. It's been so long since I watched that. But this is a story of that. A Big Trouble in Little China. This is a variant issue. This is, I think, one of 5,000 printed. I'm not too sure. Bodies by Vertigo. I'm not sure exactly, but I do know that this is over $10 according to Key Comic Collector. Copperhead #1 from Image. I threw this in there just because, oh wow, it's signed. Okay, and it's no big deal, but you know, still. This is called Descender #1. I hear they're working on a TV show for that. Edward Scissorhands' first appearance in a comic book. From IDW. Then we have Forgotten Realms from Devil's Due Press, Homelanded, #1. Now, according to Key Comic Collector, this is a $100 book. I had no clue. So this is like a serious Key book. So this was awesome. That was a great find to find in this collection. Game of Thrones, George R.R. Martin, #1, issue #1. That's like a $15 book. First comic book of Game of Thrones, Harrow County. I heard they're working that into a TV show. I is for Image, which is pretty much a preview book, but it's still worth a couple bucks. I'm not going to try to pronounce this because I'm going to hurt myself, but this is a variant cover just for conventions. Now, this book, I had no clue that this book was worth anything. According to Key Comic Collector, it's a $100 book. Now, this is called Lady Killer, and it is currently in production, starring Mrs. Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, to be a Netflix TV series. So if you could find any of these books, these prices are going up on those. And going up, then we have low. Apparently that's going to be a TV show as well. Grant Morrison's Nameless, having to do with aliens coming through. This is Mike Miller's Nemesis, second printing variant, because real men get second printings. That's funny. Oblivion Song, #1. Apparently, this is a $50 variant book. It looks exactly like the first print, but the only difference is right there on the bottom, the signature right here is pink. So because that signature is pink, according to Key Comic Collector, this is a $50 book. So that's actually pretty cool. I hear they're making that into a not TV series, into a movie. And I believe that Jake Gyllenhaal is attached to it. I could be wrong. Then we got Stark Welker, the Immortal. I just threw that in there because that's signed as well. And there was a lot of New 52. This is the New 52's Action Comics #1. First appearance of Superman in the New 52. This is Action Comics number 870. 870, written by Jeff Johns. This is the death of Pa Kent. And then we have Aquaman #1, also from the New 52. This is the first appearance of the Trench, which you saw in that first Aquaman movie. B is for Batman, and that's good for me. So we have this old Batman issue number 302. It is really beat up, but still a very cool thing to check out. I've got New 52 Zero from Batman. This was a great find in that. Batman #1, first appearance of Batman in the New 52 series. Great cover. That is not the Walmart variant. This is the regular issue. And this is really cool. This is #1 of 4. This is the Flashpoint Batman Night of Vengeance. This is Thomas Wayne as Batman in the Flashpoint series, which that's who Michael Keaton should have been in the Flash movie. Anyway, I've got Batman The Dark Knight #1. This is the first appearance of the White Rabbit. Batman Inc. #1. I believe that's a volume 1. Batman and Robin #1 from the New 52. Batman versus Robin #12. First appearance, Batman 66. I love that. Number 858. And it says right here, 20 years ago. 859, 7 years ago. And number 860, 4 years ago. Of the Batwoman. From the New 52 again, I've got Batgirl #1. Number 37, which is the first appearance of Danger Type or Dagger Type, a trans person impersonating as Batgirl. It was badly portrayed of a trans person and kind of painting them as kind of evil, but due to that, this is worth a few bucks. They are not evil people. Brightest Day, Birds of Prey #1. First appearance of the White Canary, who was a member of the Legends of Tomorrow. And then we got the New 52, Birds of Prey #1 there. And I already went through this one. This is very cool. The DC Bombshells #1. It's not worth anything. It should be in the honorable mention box, but I really enjoyed the DC Bombshells. This was it cover price, but still, I love the artwork and how different it is. So then we got Gotham Academy #1. This is the first appearance of Olive, who is a student at Gotham Academy. I got 2 issues of #2, and the rest of them just goes in order, and then Endgame #1. Then we have Final Crisis #7. This is the first appearance of somebody. I forget off the top of my head who it is. Comment if you do know, or I'll just print it right here and I'll let you know who it is. It's a first appearance of somebody, but I forget off the top of my head. I got Flash Zero from the New 52 and 2 issues of Flash from New 52. I've got the Harley Quinn Zero featuring Amanda Conner, Jimmy Palmiotti, and the whole slew of people going through it. Justice League Zero and #2 from the New 52. This is a cool book. This is the first official appearance of the Dark Justice League Dark in the New 52. I loved this. This was a great book. I loved this read. But it is pretty much of a key book right there. Legacies #1. It's not a heavy key, but it's still a cool story. The golden age of heroism begins. You got all the classics there: Bat Canary, the original Green Lantern, the original Jay Garrick Flash. The Wolf Among Us #1. We have that one right there. And starting in Marvel alphabetically, we've got the Avengers, the Heroic Age #1. Very cool. Captain America, first appearance of Bucky as Captain America. That's really, really cool. I loved that. Then we got Captain Marvel #1. This is the first issue of her ongoing series. Technically, the second appearance of Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel, issue 1 and 2 of that. I've got the second appearance of Lady Bullseye in Daredevil. That's a pretty cool book. I've got the second print blue variant of Moon Knight #1. First appearance of Mr. Knight. Not a heavy key, but still Barry Windsor Smith, when they did the anniversary for Marvel with all the characters, had their pictures on there around the edges. I've got Silver Surfer #1. That's a very cool book. A Amazing Spider-Man Deadshot? Bullseye. Why Deadshot? Bullseye variant. That's a very cool cover. And let me skip to these 2. You got Wolverine and the X-Men #1. Second cameo appearance of Archangel in this one. Now these are the ones that really threw me off. I'm like, wow. So I've got issues number 156, 157, and 158. These are all different bag. This bag isn't different. But this is the storyline leading into the death of Spider-Man. And all of a sudden I found this Ultimate Comics, the all-new Spider-Man, third appearance of Miles Morales. Oh my God. A third appearance of Miles Morales, the new Amazing Spider-Man. That was really cool. So if you're curious to see how much I paid for this tote literally cost me $40. That's right. I got this entire tote and a short box full of bags and boards. $40. That's what it cost me. I was blown away. He just didn't want them anymore. They were his sons. I don't know the story behind it, but that is all he had. In fact, I asked him, do you have any more? And nope, he has no more. But still, all of these books I got for $40. An amazing deal. So right now on eBay, I have gift bags, boxes of comics, surprise boxes with key books in each box. 25 books for $25 plus shipping. It is an amazing deal. Each box, you are going to get a key book. Now, I have a lot of books that I don't want or need anymore. So, not to mention, a lot of the books that you just saw, I don't want. So, I got my ones out of there that I wanted, and this is what I have left. So, if you want one of these, there's going to be key books in every book, minor keys, $25, 25 books, plus shipping and handling. So a portion of every sale is going to go to ovarian cancer research. Not only did I lose my mother-in-law to ovarian cancer, I also lost my wife. It's very dear to my heart. So a portion of every one of these boxes are going to go towards ovarian cancer research. That's all I got for you right now. Go out there, look for comics, look at yard sales, Facebook Marketplace, garage sales, church bazaars, flea markets, anywhere. You can find comics anywhere, but you can find comics also at your local comic book store. They will help you find what you are looking for. And remember, reading comic books is still reading. Later.